Howdy, 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 and welcome to Jaunts with John T. I am John T, and I'm here with Charlie, and where are we?
We are in Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios and Walt Disney World. And okay, so today we're in Hollywood Studios. This morning we're in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
So what park are we going to be in tonight?
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. Why? Because we are not park hopping. We are not park hopping because, here comes Slinky. It's going to get noisy here for a second. Here they come. Oh no! And we're not park hopping because I am of the belief that park hopping is a waste of time and a waste of money. I know a lot of people out there are going to disagree with me, but I firmly believe this. I mean, what do you think, Charlie?
If you have 4 days at Disney World, I don't think you need to park hop.
I agree. I don't think you need to park hop either. And so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk a little bit about why I think that park hopping is a waste of time and a waste of money. And towards the end, I'll give a few instances where maybe park hopping does make sense. I think there are a few conditions where park hopping does make sense. We'll talk about that near the end of the video. But anyway, so why don't you join us on this jaunt? So, when we say park hopping, what is park hopping?
I mean, so you go to Magic Kingdom in the morning, then you go to another park. So it's an extra add-on onto your ticket so that you can go to more than one park in a day.
Right. And it does cost money. So it does cost extra. It used to be free.
Really?
Yeah. Originally it was free, but then Disney realized they could monetize it, so they did.
Of course.
So now it does cost extra to park hop, but we're not doing that. We are not park hopping. We didn't pay for, I didn't pay for park hopping. Charlie got a special ticket that gets park hopping anyway, but we're just not doing it. And I also want to clarify that we're talking about park hopping specifically at Walt Disney World.
At Disneyland, it's definitely worth it because you can walk for 30 seconds between the parks.
You could get from Galaxy's Edge, which is in the farthest northeast corner of Disneyland, down to like Incredicoaster, which is the farthest southwest corner of California Adventure. If depending on how long it gets to actually go between parks with lines and stuff, but in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that. So very different there. And also this is also true of frankly all of the other Disney parks that have multiple parks.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris, same thing.
Yeah.
What they just changed the name of Hollywood.
Disney Adventure World?
Disney Adventure World, yeah. So right next to each other, and in Japan, the two parks are right next to each other. But in Walt Disney World, they are somewhat spread out. The only parks that you can actually walk between are Epcot and
Hollywood
Studios. And
but
that's
it's pretty far
It's like a mile and a
yeah.
half walk.
Yeah.
So it's not like
now they have the Skyliner between the two.
Yeah, so you can do that. And we'll talk a little bit more about transportation. But that's what park hopping is. And like I said, if you're going to one of the other Disney parks, then absolutely get a park hop. And Universal, same story, because the parks are right next to each other. And by the way, in Universal, they have it's called a park-to-park pass. There's actually an attraction that you can't ride unless you get a park-to-park ticket, and that is the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
Right, because that is a train that goes between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure.
And it's a great ride.
It's a great ride. And if you don't have a park-to-park pass, you can't ride it. So, but here at Walt Disney World, don't bother. Don't park hop. Stay in one. Okay, to begin with, I believe that park hopping is a waste of money. It can cost somewhere around $100 for park hopping per person. And, that is money that you can spend doing something else. You could spend it, like we got
multipass, lightning lanes,
lightning lane, multipass. We got that. You could get,
which is way less than $100 per day. We spent like in between our 4 days that we got lightning lane, it was like $175.
No, it's not $100 per day. It's like $100 for the. So lightning was actually a little bit more, but you get more out of it. With lightning lane, you're saving time. With park hopping, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
And you can take that money. You could, if you have a family of 3 or 4, you could do a nice dinner for the money you save. You could buy more souvenirs. You could even buy more cocktails. Park hopping is a waste of time. You spend so much time going between the parks that is time that you could spend in the parks, doing more attractions, doing whatever. So why spend your time going between parks when you can just spend your time in the park? The thing is that going between parks here at Walt Disney World can take a while. It can take like an hour easily. It can take less time, but it can take that long as well.
Especially in the middle of the day, there's not as many buses running,
True. That's true.
And they sometimes wait a little bit for it to fill up with people. It doesn't necessarily leave as soon as it gets there. So.
Yep. And so you end up spending this time on the bus that you could just be using in the parks.
Or like us, going back to take a nap.
Exactly. And it's not just the time that you spend in transportation like buses going between the parks. It's also the time that you spend walking from the station to the front gate. It's also the time that you spend waiting in security and getting through the entry queues. I know what a lot of people say. They say, but I like to take a break in the middle of the day and go back to the resort. There's nothing wrong with that. That's totally fine. You want to go back to the hotel, hang out in your room, take a nap, relax for a bit, maybe have something to eat or something to drink, or just hang out by the pool for a little bit. Totally cool. We like to do that too. But when you come back, just come back to the same park. I mean, you can change your clothes if you want to.
Take a shower.
Which we did. But just come back to the same park. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but the Disney transportation is fun. It's fun to take the different transportation methods between the parks. Like, you have the Skyliner, which is practically a ride to itself. And, I mean, the boats they're fun, they're relaxing. It's just a nice, easygoing way to get around the parks. And then there's the monorail. It's iconic.
It's the monorail.
Exactly. But usually, it's just a bus. Now you might be thinking, well, but I have more than 4 days in the parks. So I got to go back to some different park. Well, which park should I go back to? If I'm not hopping, which park should I go to twice? For most people, it's probably the Magic Kingdom. If you have a 6-day or 7-day, you can go back to multiple parks twice. But in our case, we have a 5-day hopper, so we're going back to one park twice. And for us, it's an easy call.
It's Epcot. It's always Epcot.
Always Epcot.
Honestly, people call Animal Kingdom a half-day park. And I get that now Dino Land is closed right now, until Tropical Americas opens. But even, I think not only is it a full-day park, I could see it being 2 days with, 2 days with all the animal treks and all the things to do around the wilderness explorers thing, whatever it's called, is really fun. You can just talk to cast members about the animals. That's
Especially
really
if you're,
fun.
especially if you're into animals, or you got
Yeah.
kids who are into animals.
Magic
then-
Kingdom, there's multiple rides
Well,
to
Magic
do.
Kingdom is the most obvious
Yeah.
choice. But
But-
even Hollywood Studios.
I feel like that's the one. We did everything we needed to do
We
in
did.
our one day.
We did.
But Epcot, you know, like there's so, especially now that this is the one that's fully done. You know, it's done right now. There's not really a lot of construction, any construction going on. You could spend the whole day in the World Showcase, which is what we did, you know?
Exactly. I mean, I guess there are certain times when it makes sense to park hop, right? I mean, obviously, if you're here for less than 4 days and you want to do all the parks, then you don't really have a choice. You kind of have to park hop if you want to see all the parks. And also, if you're staying at the monorail resorts or maybe the Epcot resorts,
Or a Skyliner resort.
see, and even the Skyliner resort, I'm not sure. I don't know,
but
maybe.
you can go to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I guess maybe, but still, I mean, you don't need to park hop.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but if you're in like one of the Epcot resorts as an example, and you want to get to the Magic Kingdom where you don't want to take a bus, well, you got to park hop to do that. So, I mean, there are certain times when it does make sense to park hop, but I maintain that for 80% of the people that come here, it just doesn't really make any sense. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is it. We did 5 days in the parks. We saw all 4 parks, and we did not park hop at all. We, I mean, yes, we did leave and come back.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Every day.
Every day, as a matter of fact,
Except drinking around the world.
except drinking around the world. We did, one day we did drinking around the world, and that day we stayed in Epcot all day. But other than that, we did, you know, and we saw everything we wanted to see.
Yep.
We felt like we really hit every park as much as we wanted to. We went to Epcot twice because that's our favorite park, plus because we did the drinking around the world thing. So, you know, we did that. I think the main thing in order to avoid park hopping is planning. You want to make sure that you've planned your vacation to Walt Disney World properly so that you don't end up making reservations or plans in the same day for 2 different parks.
Yep. And planning it to what makes sense for your family.
Exactly.
We go home in the middle of the afternoon. Maybe you are rope drop to park closed people. That's fine.
Or even rope drop till early afternoon
Yeah,
people. Whatever
yeah,
works. But you don't have to, I can contend you don't have to park hop to have a wonderful time, and you save yourself some money. And if you don't leave and come back, you save yourself some time. And even, you know, even though we did leave and come back, we never moved between parks and wasted any time doing that.
Yeah.
So, but I know a lot of people disagree. A lot of people think, no, park hopping every day, all day.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Let us know.
Let us know
Are
in the
you
comments.
are you a staunch park hopper?
That's right.
Let us know why.
Do you think that we're just completely wrong here? We'd love to hear from you. Or if you think we're right and you don't park hop, we'd love to hear from you too. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video about park hopping or not. And if you did, please be sure to give us a like. Now, here at Jaunts with John T, we go on jaunts around the world, around the country, around the city, around the state, around the city, and sometimes just around the house. So if that sounds like fun to you, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified about future videos. And we have a bunch more videos coming from our trip to Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. And if you want to see more of our Disney content, click up here somewhere, not exactly sure where, maybe over my face, maybe over Charlie's face, whatever. Click there. And I am John T. That's going to do it for now. This is Charlie. And until I can figure out a better sign off, thanks for watching.